I'm yapping a bit too much. Alright. So, let's just don the appropriate attire, get rid of this Christmas shit, because this ain't Christmassy. And, let's get into it.
ロード画面だ。ごめんね。なんか、いっぱいいっぱいになっちゃって。
Now, when she says overwhelmed, does that mean she didn't actually do it? Or she got a bit, you know, she got a bit rough with it. It was really sudden for me too.
本当にびっくりした。こんなになるんだもん。最初はあんなだったのに。
Right. I was really turned on. It's the first time I felt that way.
それは無理ないか。
She laughs bashfully, trying to divert the conversation from the line we crossed. But it was really hot. I mean it. I'm talking about you. You had such a little expression on your face. Well, unfortunately, you don't get to see it, and neither do I.
リックのだってあんな凶悪になっちゃって思い出しただけでもなんかこう
You know, it's so funny. Well, I is it funny? But it's so, well, I guess weird is the better way to say it. But it's so weird that in both Orie and Fumika's route, the event of his peanuts getting hard is not really that big of a deal. Right? Like in terms of Orie's route, at least in Fumika's route, they mentioned it a lot more, but in Orie's route, she just kind of jerks him off. Right? And it's kind of the whole reason why I feel Orie's route would be so much better if you were playing through it with the H scenes, right? Because I feel like you're missing a lot of the story through the H scenes, and well, I should be playing through the 18 plus versions off stream, and it would kind of help prevent me from stalling with these 18 plus scenes, right? Like the entire reason why I'm stuck on I'm still going through Angelic Chaos through my Klutzy Cupid's hate scenes, right? Why I have such a big backlog of hate scenes is because I am not doing the hate scenes while I'm playing through the visual novel. And well, you know, it would kind of help me. It would relieve me of a bit of the backlog and something. Something. Yeah. What?
私本当にとんでもないことを
I'm sorry. Yeah, you did it at school too.
あ、いや、そんなつもりで言ったわけでは。それにここは喜ぶべきところだよ。だって。
God damn it.
バックログ画面だ。
It was a success, yeah. Fumika?
ごめん。明日さ、もう一度来てくれないかな。
Oh, I'll come as many times as you want. I mean, here? To the school? To do it again?
なんかね、あれで終わりじゃないでしょ。あの先に本来の機能もあるわけで。
Oh, so he didn't come. Did he? Okay, yeah. Oh, right. But I think you've done more than enough.
それにさ、もしかすると、今回だけ奇跡的にって可能性もなくはないと思うし。
Yeah, I'm sure it was a fluke. You just to be sure, you just need to come back again. There's no ulterior motives here. She's just worried that it might not get hard again.
私は、ちゃんとりっくんを直したいんだよ。だから。
I see the steel in her eyes, and I'm unable to do anything but sheepishly nod in response.
約束ね。
I look up at the school building as I bask in the summer sunlight. I feel like I might have dreamed all this. But it's no dream. It really happened. Fumika gave me a blowjob. Ah, really? It was more than just a handy. And I finally got an erection again.
りっくん？
Whoa.
何？
Sorry. It's nothing. You just surprised me.
僕はかなりびっくりしたよ。それで、どうだった？
Well, it went well, actually.
うまく？ということは、つまり、立ったということ？
I simply gave her a non-response.
それは、おめでとう？
This is a weird feeling. I don't think Noah should be congratulating Riku on getting an erection. Thanks. It feels a bit strange to get congratulated for that, but sure.
とにかくよかったよ。
I mean, it's as weird as it was the first time she did it. Or the first time anyone congratulated his erection. Actually, sorry. I have to come here again tomorrow.
僕は構わないけど、何か問題があった？
He didn't come, I guess. No, it's not that. It's just something between the two of us.
ふむ。わかった。問題が起きたわけじゃないなら、僕としては構わないよ。
Yeah, thanks.
天使創造リブート。
The next day, I go see Fumika again. Again in the counseling room. As soon as we enter, she locks the door behind her.
これでよしと。
You know, Fumika, I think there's a much better place for you to fucking blow him. There's a much better place you can go to blow Riku, alright? It's called your own fucking apartment. Your own room. Why are we doing it at the school? Fumika, are you sure about this?
もちろん。昨日は勃起に驚いたこともあって、あんな中途半端に終わっちゃって申し訳なかったけど、私は別に嫌だと思ってたわけじゃないんだよ。
Thanks for the hydrate. And the stretch.
今日はもう大丈夫だから、先生に任せておきなさい。
I'm happy you want to do this for me, but are you sure you're not forcing yourself too much? I know you're busy with work.
無理はしてないつもりだけど、そう見える？
Are you sure you're not neglecting other things?
やけにはなってないよ。このままだと仕事が手につかないままだし、それに、りっくんはしたくないの？
Don't look at me like that when you say those words. Fumika quirks a mischievous smile, unbuttons her blouse, giving me a glimpse at her bra. Fumika.
顔真っ赤だね。
What happened to Fumika not being confident in her body? Now after one blowjob, now she's able to tease now she's able to tease Riku about how attracted he is to her.
いいんだよ。これは治療なんだから遠慮しないの。ちゃんと射精ができたね。
Don't look so happy about it. It's all because of you. Thank you.
よかった。りっくんの力になることができて。
I really appreciate that you do this for me.
りっくんの今後の人生に関わるような大きな問題だもん。これくらい。
Yeah, that's the problem. You're thinking of this in too much of a how do I say this, Fumika? You aren't thinking about it as a romantic as a prospect for being a romantic interest to Riku. Right? She's trying to help him so that he won't fuck up with another girl, right? Instead of she's doing this in the hopes, maybe not in the hopes of dating him.
でもこれは正気ファリのおかげってことかな。
I don't know. If you ask me, I felt like it was more you than anything else. Yeah, especially since, well, they don't know that. I can guarantee Diablo didn't do anything with Fari.
そう言ってもらえるのは嬉しいような、ちょっと気恥ずかしいような。
I'm happy Fumika did all this for me. I was so excited to see that lewd side of hers as well. And that's because I love her. I love her as a woman. And maybe that's why I was able to overcome Diablo's influence.
りっくん？
No, it's nothing. Come on. Don't be a bitch. Like, you know, maybe this isn't a good place to confess to her, but like, neither is getting your dick sucked. So like, you know, don't worry about it.
そう？なら、わかった。
And so, I was finally able to come again. For some reason, I feel incredibly refreshed. I never realized just how liberating it feels to come before. But while I feel refreshed, a new warrior has taken hold of my mind. So like, she sucked his dick the first time around. Did she do it again? And like, where did he, and then like, if she did, where did he come? These are all questions that the 18 plus version will answer, but you know, it's funny to speculate. At first, I really was just thinking of Rikkun's well-being as his teacher. No, that's not right. I wanted to help as his childhood friend. I just couldn't leave him alone. See, she thinks of him as his childhood friend. As her childhood friend. Yeah. I mean, that's very important to boys, right? I mean, I don't really know how it works, but I know that he was really worried about it. I wanted to help him, and that's why I wanted to do something for him.
まさかここまでやっちゃうだなんて自分でも驚きで。
Fumika, let's just say, it's the craziest part. The craziest part isn't that you did it twice. It's that you did it at the school.
なんでだろう。でもなんかりっくんのあれを見たら、あんなに大きくなるところを見ちゃったらドキドキしてわけわかんなくなっちゃって。もしかしてこれ 正気の影響なのかな。りっくんの前世が魔王だから。魔王が正気を思い出して勃起できたんだとしたら、私も前世の正気の影響であんなに暴走しちゃったとか。でも嫌ではなかったんだよね。なんかとりあえずすごかった。りっくんの魔王。あれってりっくんが特別なのかな、それともあれくらいが平均。少なくとも小さくはないよね。だってあんなにすごかったんだもん。
Listen, Fumika, I don't think you should be talking about this aloud while walking down the hallway.
本当にすごかったな。りっくんのなんかこう魔王様みたいな感じで。
小里先生？
後藤先生、どうかされましたか？
いえ、どうかしたというほどではないんですが。
You know, you just smell like cum for some reason. You didn't smell like it before you entered the counseling room.
学生から進路について相談を受けていたんですよね。終わったんですか？
はい、終わりました。ちゃんと納得してくれたみたいです。それはもうしっかりと。
Yes, an agreement.
そうですか。それは何よりですね。
はい、何よりです。さて、早く戻って仕事を片付けないと。後藤先生はどうされたんですか？
私は準備室の方に行くところだったんですが、小里先生が立ちすくんでいたので。大丈夫ですか？
Oh, so she isn't walking, but that doesn't change the fact that she was still in the hallway.
はい、全然何も問題はありません。はい。では、私は職員室に戻りますので、失礼します。
I shake my head and head back to the faculty room.
しっかりしなきゃ。
You're still speaking loud. No one else can know about what happened today. I need to stay a secret. It needs to stay secret. Though.
とりあえず、うまくいってよかった。そう思ってはいるけど、もし私も正気の影響を受けているんだとしたら、このドキドキもりっくんを助けてあげたいって気持ちも全部正気のものなのかな。それとも私、そもそもこれでちゃんと解決したのかな。正気と魔王が干渉し合った結果の今回だけって可能性もあったりする。その場合、また私が力を貸す必要があったりとか。
But it's a little hard for me to ask. Well, now I can finally make the hard jokes because he can get it hard thanks to you. It's not a little hard, all right? It's very hard. It would feel like I'm asking him to do it again, but that's what he wants. But you don't know that.
別にそれが嫌ってわけでもないんだけど、いや、むしろ。なんかもうわけわかんなくなってきた。とにかく仕事しよう。天使創造リブート。
I really love Fumika. Really? What gave that away? I've always liked her. Of that I'm sure. I've always admired her as a role model, or at least I did. At some point, that admiration turned into love. I didn't even notice until it was too late. It started turning into love as soon as it was confirmed that you were starting Fumika's route. I don't intend on denying what I feel for her now, but I can't believe I let her give me a blowjob before telling her about my feelings. What am I supposed to do now? You tell her your feelings. It's not that deep, bro. Like, she already went deep. She already went deep with you. So, like, the whole order of it is messed up. I can just picture what'll happen if I go and do it now.
ダメだよ、リック。それはきっと一時的なものだから。私のフェラで気持ちが盛り上がってるだけ。そんな一時の感情じゃなくて、もっといい人を見つけないとダメなんだから。
I can even hear it. What now? If only I realized my feelings sooner. If only I had been more confident in myself. I wouldn't be worried about it like this right now. Could there be a way to turn things around now? What am I supposed to do? What you're supposed to do is to stop being a bitch and to just... You didn't hear that. And to just do it. Just confess your feelings. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't have the skills to pull it off. I can just tell I don't have the chops for it on my own. I internalize my helplessness and seek assistance. Amane, you got a minute? Did I wake you up? Sorry.
別にいいけど。何？どうしたの？
Yeah, so I want to fuck my teacher. I mean, I want to date my teacher. I mean, I'm in love with Fumika. I just wanted to ask for a favor. It's nothing big, I think. You have shoujo manga, right? Can you lend me some?
鬼が読むの？
No, I can't read. I just want to look at the pretty pictures. Yeah, is there a problem with that?
珍しいなと思って。どんなのが読みたいの？
You know, student-teacher relationships. Nothing, you know, something normal stuff. Oh, well, I'm not picky as long as it's about romance. I think I want something with a really good love confession scene. You know, something romantic that a girl would like.
何？恋にお悩み中なのかな？
Yeah, I simply resign myself and accept it.
ありゃ、今日はなんだか素直じゃん。
Well, you know, that's because the person I want to confess to sucked my dick before I was able to confess to her. I don't think I could try to lie my way out of it. I came here knowing it would probably devolve into this. But I'm past shame. Right now, I need whatever help I can get. I'm having a lot of problems. I'm having a bit of a problem, so...
恋愛少女漫画を参考にしたいと。
Not quite. I just wanted some pointers as to what I should do.
貸すのは全然いいんだけどさ。参考になるかどうかは正直保証しかねる。あくまでフィクションだから。
Yeah, because this is real life. Right, Amane?
漫画で読む分にはキュンキュンしても、実際にされたらドン引きすることも普通にあるしね。あと、私が持ってるのって少年漫画とかの方が多いから、参考にできそうなのってそこまで持ってないよ。
Well, yeah, that's why he specified shoujo, because you only have shoujo, unless he wants to read some of your dojins. Now, that might get a bit spicy. I see. Yeah, I figured you don't read much of that anyway. It doesn't seem like your kind of thing.
あ、なんだとこらやんのかこら。せっかく可愛い妹が力になってあげようかと思ったのに。
What do you mean?
話、聞いてあげる。アドバイスしてあげる。
Really?
何その嫌そうな顔。言っときますけどね、私だって女の子。少なくともお兄よりは女子の気持ちがわかるんだからね。
Well, yeah, you have a point. Yeah, but like we already dated, so like it doesn't it doesn't count. Aren't you just in it to make fun of me though?
そんなつもりはない。って言ったら嘘になるよね。でも真面目な気持ちもあるんだってば。いやマジで。で、誰？相手は誰？
Don't look at me like that. I can't tell you that.
ちぇまあいいや。進展があればいずれはわかることだろうし。
True.
とにかくさ、悩みがあるなら言ってみ。真面目に聞くって約束するから。
Okay, sure.
お？マジで今日は素直だね。
Why do what is this deja vu shit? Why are we... I'm desperate enough to want to read shoujo manga for help.
わかった。なら真面目に聞くけど、何が悩み？
I feel like we did things out of order.
つまりあれか。友達として仲良くなりすぎた状況から恋人になれるかどうか不安ってことか。
That sums it up, I think. I can't tell her it's about Fumika. If I dared to tell her that Fumika gave me a blowjob, she'd lose her mind and make a huge fuss about it. And it's something too embarrassing to say in the first place. So I changed the story a little to make it more vague, but she still gets the gist of it. The details are different, but the situation is probably similar.
お兄にそんな相手がいたとは。あ、もしかしてくるみ先輩？
Don't even start trying to guess. Listen, she's going to get it eventually. So you should just tell her and then say that she blew you. You know, like that would go over well.
はいはい、ごめんなさい。でも私もそういう経験があるわけじゃないからな。聞いといてなんだけど。ネットにあるような通り一遍の答えになっちゃうんだけど、やっぱドキドキさせることが重要じゃない？
What do you mean?
ストレートに考えるならデートに誘う。そこで楽しいだけじゃなくてドキドキさせられればお兄の勝ち。ちゃんと異性として意識してくれるようになるかも。
You're not sure?
そんなのデートの内容というか、結局はお兄次第なところが大きいからね。
Yeah, I guess. A date, huh?
少なくとも嫌われてたらデートの誘いには乗ってこないだろうし。
By the way, how do you invite someone out on a date?
何その質問、童貞かよ。
Yeah, no shit. That's why he came to you for advice.
あ、童貞か。
Oh, shut up. I've got a blowjob by now. Okay, and? There's nothing to
真面
brag
目な話を
about.
するとね、普通は最初警戒されないように誘うのがいいと思うわけ。
What do you mean?
例えば夜に会おうとか、二人だけで女子の好きそうなテーマパークに行くとか。
Or, you know, going to the beach? Just the two of you?
いきなり恋愛モード丸出しなところってこと。
Is that how it works?
慌てない。今のはあくまで一般的な話。すでに仲のいい人を意識させたいのなら、むしろ恋愛モードになれるところに誘うべきでしょ。
I see. It's all about getting romantic then.
映画にとか、一人だと恥ずかしいからカフェにとかだと普通に OK もらえる仲なんでしょ。
Probably.
だからまず誘う時点で匂わせていく。そこで断られたら、まあ素直に諦めるしかないかも。残念ながら。
I see.
でも乗ってきたらワンチャン期待できるんじゃない？
So I should invite her out on a date? So I should invite her out on a date.
少しは参考になりまして。
Thanks. You really helped me out here, I'll admit.
それは何より。とはいえ、ここから先はお兄次第だけどね。あ、最後のアドバイス。チャンスは有限。逃しちゃダメだよ。お兄の場合、選びたい放題ってわけにもいかないんだからさ。
You couldn't help yourself, could you? But sure, I'll do my best. I'm serious about this. Well, Amane couldn't get in another guess. Damn. But still, a date. Where could I invite her? Like Amane said, a movie would probably not be a good place for a romantic mood. Maybe a theme park would be better. Actually, I think I know what could be good. Maybe if there was a place Fumika said she wanted to go or something. I agreed with what Amane said, and I know that I should invite her out, but how should I go about it? I should at least have an excuse to invite her somewhere. I honestly don't know how to do this. Do I just invite her out of nowhere? She might be a bit wary if I do it like that. Man. Actually.
ただいまーっと。今日も疲れた。エアコン。
Unable to endure the heat built up in the room over the day, I turn on the AC as soon as I step in.
暑い。なんかもう溶けちゃいそう。
I'm so sweaty that my clothes are sticking to my skin. I haven't even had dinner yet.
汗が引いてからでいいや。涼しい。
The room cools off a little and I can relax.
さてと、スマホ、誰からだろう。りっくんからのメッセージ？って慌てすぎ。メッセージが送られてきただけなんだし、別に慌てるようなことでは。
Hey, Fumika, wanna go on a date?
というか、一体なんだろう。
Want to go to the beach? We promised when you got the swimsuit, remember?
水着約束。
You could call me whenever you want to go to the beach. I'm really worried you might get guys trying to hit on you if you go alone. He must be talking about that. I don't think we made a clear promise that day, but I didn't say no to the idea either. I think I told him I would rely on him if the chance arose or something.
海か。
I do want to go. That's why I decided to get a swimsuit for real this time. But
これって多分二人でってことだよね。
yes. If I went to the beach with Rikun as things stand, what would happen? I'm still really unsure about how I feel. I'm a little scared because I can't predict what might happen. It's really scary, but
でもいい機会なのかも。
even if I kept wondering whether my feelings have anything to do with Fari, I doubt I could come to a conclusion on my own. Spending time with Rikun might give me the answer I'm looking for.
決めた。というか、いい加減覚悟を決めよう。よし。
Rather than worrying about it and getting nowhere.
海、一緒に行っちゃおっか。天使創造リブート。
I packed my swimsuit and a spare just in case. What do you mean? What? The towels are all in here. Are all in there. It looks like I'm good. Looks like I'm all good.
準備はできたの？
Yeah. Sorry, Noah. I don't think you can.
二人きりにしてほしいんだね。わかっているよ。いくら僕でもそれくらいの空気は読む。それで、君に渡しておきたいものがある。
Yeah? Wow, it's the feather again. Is this one of your feathers?
何もないとは思うけど、念のためだ。僕はそばで控えている。と言っても、君たちを覗くつもりはない。それなりに距離を空けることになる。だから、見失わないように。まあ、お守りのようなものだね。
I should just keep it on me, right?
あ、水着の時にもね。濡れる程度のことは気にしないでいいから。
Alright. Good thing my trunks have pockets. And it should be fine, even if it gets wet. Even if it gets wet.
では、僕は先に出てる。
Yeah, thanks.
礼を言われるようなことじゃないよ。
And Noah says, spreading her wings and flying through the window. It never gets less weird, no matter how many times I see it. Oh, I really need to get going. I can't be late today. I'm on the train now.
予定通りだね。じゃあ私もその電車に乗るね。
Okay.
今日だけは先生って呼ぶの禁止だからね。
I think it would be a bit weird referring to you as sensei while you're in a swimsuit. I know, Fumika. We're going all the way to Fukikoshi, right? So that there's no possibility of a student catching Fumika in a swimsuit. Fukikoshi is a different beach from Rokube, the one I went to with everyone that one time. The beach is pretty much the same, but it's a little smaller. And the transportation to it is a little worse than Rokube, so it gets a lot less people. It's typically used more by locals than Rokube. That way no one will recognize either of us. And just to be safe, we decided to meet up only once we're at the beach. We might have been able to be less cautious if I had Amane or Kohibari come along, but it's just me today. I mean, it won't be much of a date otherwise.
体調はどう？
You good? I'm feeling good. I finally get to go to the beach with you.
それは何より。
How about you?
私も万全。せっかくりっくんが誘ってくれたんだもん。楽しまないとね。
You brought your swimsuit?
忘れるわけないでしょ。せっかく買った水着なんだから。ここで着ないと何のために買ったんだか。
I can't wait to see you wearing it.
もう見たでしょ。
Yeah, but it's different if you get wet. I want to see it more. It looks great on you. You look so cute. And then she doesn't respond. I wonder why. It was that little too much. I felt it was a little too forward, even as I sent it. I could feel my fingers shaking as I wrote it. But there's no point in exchanging safe messages. I need to make my intentions clear. I need to make her feel my love.
はいはい、ありがとう。ちなみに、りっくんはどんな水着？
Just a normal one. That's what I said. I just got a pretty plain one a few weeks ago. We haven't met today yet. All we have done is message each other. But for some reason, I find myself smiling just looking at the words she wrote in the chat. It's like the date already started. I mean, technically it has. I feel like I'm having fun already. Just that thought is enough to make my heart pound in my chest. Oh, crap. I'm the one getting excited now. I need to make Fumika feel that way, not me. I chide myself for getting carried away. Instead, I brace myself and think about how to make this date fun for her. But still, I see my stupid grin reflected on the phone's black screen. Even I think I'm being a little too silly right now, and yet I just can't help but smile. Can I really make her feel anything romantic while I'm like this? No, I need to do this.
ごめんねリック、こんな面倒な合流の仕方になって。
No, it's fine. I think it was more fun than just meeting before getting on the train.
あ、それ私も思った。内緒のやりとりしてるみたいで、ちょっと楽しかったよ。
Or you were trying to hide the fact that you were dating. Sometimes foreshadowing is obvious. That's good. So, what now? Do we get changed into our swimsuits? I want to go check the souvenir shop first.
ここにも海苔とかあるのかな?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe they do. It didn't seem like they had that kind of souvenir when I took a look.
じゃあいいよ。
Really?
今日リックンとここに来たのは遊びたかったからだしね。
Crap. I'm the one with butterflies in my stomach again. Sure, let's get changed.
そうだね。また後で。
We separate for a bit and get changed. I finish changing quickly and take a look at the coast, out of the coast. There's not that many people, just like we thought. It's mostly families with little kids. They probably live around here. I don't think anyone will get suspicious of us here. But as soon as I feel some relief.
お待たせ、リックン。
Oh yeah. I turn around and see Fumika wearing a swimsuit. It's the same swimsuit she got on my recommendation that day. She's got a lot of leg. It shows off her mature charm, and has that cute touch that fits Fumika very well. My opinion on it is still the same. However, Fumika looks like a goddess standing over the sandy beach in summer sunshine beaming down onto her fair skin. She looks even more beautiful than she did that day in the changing room. Well, that's because she was under artificial light, I guess. Maybe it has more to do with me finally realizing my feelings than the swimsuit itself. That too. It's because I love her. And the fact that she's wearing the swimsuit I chose makes it even more intense.
リックン、どうかした?
I'm in love. hang on a minute. Hang.
何言ってるの？もう選ぶときに見たでしょ?
Yeah, I know. I could never forget. But seeing it again reminded me of how great you look in it. Great you look in it. And seeing it in the light, it makes you look even more beautiful.
何? どうしたの? 今日のリックン、ちょっと変じゃない?
Well, yeah, this is a date. I might be, but I really mean it. It's been a very long time since we've been able to go out like this, just the two of us. And I'm not a kid like I was back then.
確かに子供ではないよね。
Fumika, where are you looking?
いや、別に変なところは見てないよ。とにかくせっかく海に来たんだから遊ばないともったいないよね。
Listen, it's not her fault that, well, maybe it is. Look, all I'm saying is, why did she... Why, okay, how do I say this? Why did she suck him off? You know, she couldn't have just given him a normal hand job, right? She had to use her mouth. Like, I'm with you there. But what do we do? I barely go to the beach, so I'm not sure.
あれでもみんなで行ったんだよね。海苔買ってきてくれたんだから。
Yeah, but I was in charge of keeping an eye on everyone's stuff that day. So I just sat by our spot and ate some snacks.
なら今日は海に入ろっか。泳ぐのもいいし、浮き輪でも借りてプカプカ浮いてるだけでもいいし。
Sure, that sounds fun. By the way, can you swim?
一応はあんまり得意ではないけどね。りっくんは
More or less the same. I don't have a lot of experience swimming with waves going around, so I'm a little nervous.
そっか。ならあんまり無理しないようにしよう。
Right. Ah, Fumika, it's gonna flip over if you keep shaking it like that.
でもりっくんは泳げるんでしょ？
I said I was nervous.
ここはまだ浅いから大丈夫だよ。私の身長でも足が届いてるんだから。りっくんなら余裕だよ。
No, that's not the problem here. It's really scary when you shake the floater. It's really messing up my... Whoa! Yuck, it's so salty.
ひっくり返っちゃったね。
Damn it, you're not getting away with this. I start splashing water at her.
ちょっとやめてってば。もう。
She also splashes water my way and a bit of salt water enters my nose. The problem is Fumika doesn't have a nose, so you can't attack her the same way. Fumika.
ごめんね。つい調子に乗っちゃって。
My throat is not having fun doing these fake coughs.
ほら、しっかり立って。
Fumika floats over and extends a hand to me. I take her hand and pull her into the water with me.
もう、りっくんってば。
Fumika, are you okay?
足が。
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
違う、そうじゃなくて、ちょっとつっちゃったみたいで。いたたたた。
How convenient. It's still dangerous. Let's go back to the shore for a bit. I'll carry you.
ごめんね。りっくん？
I immediately pick her up and hold her in my arms. I carry her like a bride, you could say.
いや、ここまでしてもらわなくても。
It's okay. There's nothing to hold on to. And I'm not gonna let you stay like this.
でも、私、重いでしょ？
You're not really heavy at all. Just stay put. It'd be more dangerous if you kept moving.
はい。
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away.
そんなことないよ。むしろ、調子に乗りすぎたのは私。私の方こそごめんね。
Yeah, it's fine. We both were just playing around. It was pretty fun. It feels like we're back to being kids playing around or something.
私もすっごく楽しかった。それに、こんな風に抱きかかえられるなんて初めてで、りっくんは本当に男の人って感じだね。
Well, maybe just a little bit. I'm not gonna say I can carry anything, but I can manage you just fine.
なんだかすっごくドキドキしちゃうね。
I feel the same way.
なんでりっくんがドキドキするの？
Well, maybe it's our faces being this close.
そりゃそうか。とりあえず下ろしてくれていいよ。
Huh? But
足はつっただけ。怪我をしたわけじゃないから、もう平気だよ。
really? If you say so. I gently put her down. She stands up immediately and shows no signs of pain.
ね、平気でしょ？
Yeah, I'm glad it was no big deal.
運んでくれたりっくんのおかげかな。
I don't think I did that much.
にしてもすごいね。りっくんって確か部活に所属してなかったよね。
Yeah, he's kind of a loser like that. Huh? No, I don't.
それでもこんな風に私の体を抱えられるなんて。体鍛えたりしてるの？
No, he's kind of a loser like that. Not really. I guess I'm still growing up, though.
男の子ってそういうもの？何もしてないっていう割に結構引き締まってるというか筋肉があるけど。
Yeah, I think that's probably because of Diablo.
ほんと結構体すごいね。
Fumika says to herself as she steps in closer and starts touching my body all over. She examines my upper arms, my chest, and my abdomen. She's entranced, touching every nook and cranny of my body. Her slender, beautiful fingers glide across my skin, sending little shivers up and down my spine. Watching her touch me so thoroughly brings back memories. Memories of those same fingers around my dick. The sensations come flooding back to me. The feeling of holding her in my arms. Her warm, supple skin just touching her felt like being in heaven. That softness is unlike anything I've felt from myself, and her sweet scent tickles my nose. Now that I'm conscious of it, I can't stop. The sensations I tried to keep away from my mind wash over me, making me grow hotter. I think I lost the battle against my instincts the moment I saw her in that swimsuit, to be honest.
りっくんどうかした？なんだか体熱くなってきてる気がするけど。
Just don't look down. Huh? I...
もしかしてだけど興奮してたりする？
Fumika says shyly, her face flushed. Or maybe it's the summer heat playing tricks on my eyes.
りっくん興奮してる？
Well, I'm about to give a vague answer, but stop myself. This is not the time to half-ass my words. I need to be more assertive. Can I be honest? I promise you won't feel creeped out.
引かない引かない。引くくらいなら最初から聞いたりしないし。
If you want to know, I really am. My heart is pounding really hard. You look so beautiful in that swimsuit. I just can't take my eyes off you. To be more specific about her swimsuit, I love the way her collarbone and armpits are exposed. Hang on a minute, I'm the armpit guy, alright? Not you. And the bottom has a really cute pattern that contrasts with its sensual design. If I had to sum it up in one word, she's stunning. But naturally, I don't have the courage to say that. I'd feel like a creep going into that much detail. Just looking at you makes my heart want to burst out of my chest. Even though my original plan was to make her feel that way for me.
私が相手でも？
It's because it's you. I feel that way because of you.
そっか。ねえ、りっくん。ちょっと歩こうか。
And so we start walking along the beachside together. I feel like my face is burning. I can't shake the feeling that the people around us might see us as a couple as we walk.
りっくん？
Oh, it's nothing. No, I need to calm down. I'm about to ask her how people might be looking at us right now, but it's so lame that I stop myself. I calm down and look around us. There's not many people around, and the farther we walk along the coast, the less people there are. Want to turn back?
もうちょっとここら辺でりっくんに確認したいことがあるから。
What is it?
さっき私で興奮したって言ったよね。それって勃起もしたってこと？違う、勘違いしないで。セクハラをしたいわけではないんだからね。セクハラじゃなくて、その 進展について確認したかっただけ。
Oh, okay. That's what you meant.
乗りかかった船ってわけじゃないけど、ちゃんと治ったのかどうかくらいは知っておきたいと思ってさ。
Sorry, I didn't say anything.
まあこんなこと報告しづらいだろうしね。だからそれは気にしないでいいんだけど。それでどうなの？その調子みたいなのって。あの後もいろいろ試したりしたんだよね。男の子だもんね。
Well, actually, I haven't really.
あれ以降も勃起できてないってこと？
No, I haven't even checked to see if I can or not.
なんで？
I mean, is it really that surprising to hear?
だって男の子って毎日ピュッピュしちゃうものだよね。
I think you're under the wrong impression, though it's not necessarily wrong. At least for me. What we did was so intense that I couldn't forget about it. I'm not lying. I don't want to forget about that. I don't want anything to override it. But thinking of using those memories makes me hesitate every time. Using Fumika's masturbation material like that, it didn't feel right to me. I felt like it would taint the memories of the girl I love, so I ended up abstaining.
意外と可愛いところがあるんだね、りっくんって。純朴っていうのかな。体はすっかり大人の男性なのに、そういう可愛いところがやっぱり私って。
Fumika?
いや、でも男の子ってそういうの我慢できないものじゃないの？私の勝手なイメージだけど。やっぱり完全に治ったわけじゃないのかな。
I can't say for sure, but I don't know if there's a chance I'm not fully healed.
ねえ、りっくん。私、一つ気になってることがあるの。魔王と正気はセックスしてたはず。だから、もしかすると、まだ足りてないのかも。
Not enough.
魔王と正気の記憶が。
Is she trying to say is she trying to say what I think she's trying to say? The thought makes me swallow down air. At the same time, the pleasure from before fills my mind. And my dick twitches in response, almost as if I started salivating after seeing a good piece of meat.
今、反応した？
Don't look down there. I think you might be staring a little too much.
だって、今はこうして反応してるけど、一人の時は違ったの？
Well, he can't get hard when he's alone, so, you know. Huh? Well, yeah.
なのに、私が近くにいると素直に反応するのは、やっぱりそういうことなんじゃないかな。魔王の勃起の記憶が足りないから。
At this rate, I feel like she'll attribute everything we've done to this Diablo and Fari reenactment of sorts. And won't that make it harder for me to tell her about my feelings? Is the situation going to get worse? Even worse? I don't want her to think that I'm simply getting carried away in the heat of the moment. That's why I invited her out. That's why I invited her here.
りっくん？
Don't you think it could be something else?
というと？
I think it's because I love you. I love you. It's because I saw the woman I love in such a beautiful swimsuit, and because I'm together with the woman I love. That's why I'm horny. That's why I feel this way. I love you, Fumika.
いや、でもりっくんの気持ちを軽んじるつもりはないし、そう言ってくれるのは嬉しいよ、本当に。だけど、私は自分のことを疑ってる。
Clearly. What do you mean?
私もりっくんのことは好きだよ。昔からの付き合いだもん。何より嫌いだったらあんなこともできるわけないしね。でも私自身正気の影響を受けてないかどうかよくわからなくって。だって私フェラチオなんてしちゃったんだよ。いくらりっくんのためとはいえフェラチオなんてこと大胆すぎて自分でもびっくりしてるくらいだし。だからこのままだと混乱しっぱなしで自分の中の気持ちを整理できないというか。
So you mean you can't think about it until the whole Diablo and Fiery thing is resolved?
そうだね。
Is resolved?
だからりっくん、まずは魔王と正気を解決させるのが先決だよ。
And by that you mean...
前はフェラチオだったんだから今度はその先になるよね。
Fumika, do you understand what you're trying to say here?
分かってる。ちゃんと分かってるよ。私だって大人です。それに先生なんだから学生に教わるまでもありません。セックスするってことだよね。
Fumika, you're the one who told me not to mention anything about teacher and student today.
そういう上げ足を取るところ可愛くない。
It's... yeah, but like, you know, the roleplay potential...
りっくんっぽいけど。
The tension around us eases a little. Fumika beams at me and takes my hand.
りっくん、こっち。
Hey, Fumika. Fumika leads me to a hidden spot away from the beach's shore. There's no one around, and it's very probable that no one will ever find us all the way out of here, but still. This whole situation is bothering me. I mean, I'm happy. I really am. But isn't it unfair of me to let this happen in this way? But if I try to stop it, nothing will progress. Fumika said so. But aren't I just making excuses for myself? But I... My mind and my heart are at odds, making my thoughts grind to a halt. But even then, I'm unable to hide my excitement.
もうこんなになってる。本当にエッチだよね、りっくんって。
The same goes for you, if we're being honest. Awkwardly filling down my dick through the swimsuit, Fumika looks up at me with eyes set ablaze in passion. Well,
これはりっくんの興奮？それとも魔王の興奮かな？
it's all mine. I'm really excited about doing this with you. But I doubt my words alone will prove anything to her. In that case, I should just... I'll show you that this passion I feel for you is all mine, okay?
分かってもらうって。はっ！りっくん、手がおっぱいに。
You know, I want to get you horny too. I want to make the woman I love feel good, so...
どんどん硬くなってる。
Your boobs are so soft. They feel so good.
なんでりっくんが気持ちいいなんて。
You're touching them... just touching them makes me feel happy. Your boobs are beautiful. Look at me. She looks up and I plant a kiss on her defenseless lips. It's... I mean, I should have said this from in Noah's route, but it's crazy how far they go before they fucking skip over the scene. Like they do a lot of shit, but they only skip over the CG. Alright? So this is a real kiss. I'm so engrossed by the feeling of her soft lips and the warmth of her hot breath that I kiss her again and again.
キス初めて
Yeah. Was it yours?
言わせる気
Well, yeah, it's hotter if the older woman is still a virgin.
リク
You know, Riku being a virgin is normal, but if an adult teacher, what? If an adult, her age is still a virgin, that's hotter. We share a slightly awkward first kiss, and I'm unable to hold back anymore. Even though she gives me an amused smile, her face is seriously flushed.
なんか変だね
Are you embarrassed?
少しはねそれ飽きない
Not at all. They're so soft and warm.
りっくんのはお口でした時よりも硬くなってるみたい
Thanks to you. Kiss. We keep exploring each other's bodies as we kiss.
こんなに硬くしてエッチだねりっくん
She quirks a mischievous smile and slips her hand inside of my swim trunks.
捕まえた本当に硬いね
She's so quiet. The way she slowly strokes my dick feels irresistibly enticing.
ねえりっくんのも見せてくれる
I nod and she pulls my trunks down to reveal my raging erection.
ピクピクしてる
I can't do much about that.
気持ちいい敏感になってるのかな
Maybe, but the touching of her fingers is exquisite. It's because you're so lewd.
ねえ
Pant.
どうするこれシコシコシコシコって早くするの気持ちいいほら出しちゃう
No.
本当にほら行きたそうな顔になってるよ
Not today. I want to do it with you.
わかったじゃあこっちねこれでちゃんと綺麗になってるよね
Yeah, you're fine. I don't see anything out of place.
喉乾いちゃった汗いっぱいかいたからかな
It'd be kind of...
バックロ
I
グ
don't
画
know
面
why you're trying to look for something out of place. I think it'd be pretty easy when she only has 2 articles of clothing if she was trying to put everything back into place. On herself, I guess. Well, we did work up a pretty good sweat.
りっくんその下ネタはおじさん臭いよ
Brother, where was this level of volume before? You were so quiet for however long in the last VOD. And but forget I said anything.
無理無理あんな下ネタ印象的すぎてもうただでさえ疲れてるのにこれ以上疲れさせないでなんか大人を通り越しておじさんになっちゃったみたい
There's your normal volume. My bad. I guess I wanted to be funny for once.
ごめんごめん、すねないで。ほら、飲み物を買いに行こう。
Sure. Are you okay? Does it still hurt? Does it still, hurt?
ああ、うん。まあ、平気かな。嘘じゃないよ。正直に言うなら何も感じないわけじゃないけど。でも、りっくんに心配してもらうほどではない。それに関しては嘘じゃないよ。それよりも、まずは水分補給しよう。ね。
Alright. We go back to our spot on the beach. And we drink water from some plastic bottles Fumika brought along. We did get really heated back there, and under that hot summer sun. But I was so happy about making love with her that I forgot all about it. The two of us spend the day together, and then the sun starts to set off on the horizon. I look around and notice all the families from earlier had gone home. We're the only ones left at the lonely beach.
さてと、それじゃあ私たちも帰ろっか。忘れ物はないよね。
No, I think you're forgetting something important.
りっくん。
I really do love you. And when we made love, it wasn't Diablo there. I was the one who wanted to be with you. Fumika, I love you.
私もりっくんのことは好きだよ。だからりっくんが困ってるなら助けなきゃって、私ちょっと頑張りすぎたのかも。そのせいでりっくんも浮かれちゃっただけだよ。
No,
やっぱり私たちって不釣り合いだと思う。私は教師でりっくんはその教え子だし。
See, this is when you hit Fumika with the line, I'm your childhood friend first. Alright, that's...
今回のことで私たちの前世も満足してくれて、きっと元の体に戻ったはずだからね。私の役目はここでおしまい。雰囲気に流されるんじゃなく、谷風くんはちゃんと好きな子を見つけるべきです。それで告白をしてラブラブになるべきです。わかりましたか？わかりましたか？谷風くん。
Come on, Riku. This is when you build up... This is what your resolve is for. Yes, Miss Osato. God damn it.
はい、よろしい。
No. Should have said no, Fumika.
じゃあ帰ろっか。
That day, I had my heart broken for the first time.
天使創造リブート。
I mean, I guess it would be out of character if Riku wasn't a bitch. If Riku didn't go along with Fumika's plea of not pursuing her, I guess it would be out of character for him.
リク、リク、
What's up, Noah?
大丈夫？お昼も過ぎてるけど、今日はずっとベッドで寝てただろ？どこか体の調子でも悪いの？
Oh, no. There's nothing wrong with me. Thanks for worrying, though.
ノアちゃん、ノアちゃん。今はそっとしておいた方がいいと思う。あまねは何か知ってるの？
She's got the gist of it.
まあ、予想はできるかな。でもこれは不用意に口にできることではなくて、私でもうかつに茶化せないことだから、マジで今はそっとしておいた方がいいと思う。ふむ、そうなのか。あまねがそういうのなら、わかった。お兄、何か飲み物とか持ってこようか？
No, thanks.
そう、わかった。
and so the two leave my room. I'm left alone on my bed, and all I can do is sigh. And he only sighs after he says that all he can do is sigh. I thought things were going well between us. Maybe it really was a mistake to start with a blowjob. It all started because of the Diablo and the concubine stuff, so of course she's worried about it. But I feel like I may have not realized these feelings if it wasn't for that. They probably would have stayed as the simple admiration I had for her as a kid. But still. So things would have never worked out, no matter what. I have no choice but to give up. But I can't just do that. I just keep sighing to myself until someone knocks on my door. Yeah. What do you want? I said I didn't want a drink.
お兄にお客さん、上がってもらっても平気？
Huh? Sure, I don't mind.
わかった。
Who could it be? During summer break? Well, it's not like many people visit me outside of summer break. Even outside of summer break. Let me think. I would be very surprised if it's Fumika. It might be Kaguya to clarify stuff that happened between Diablo and Fari, right? Because that's the whole conflict, right? Is that Fumika, due to her lack of self-esteem, thinks that the only reason Riku likes her is because of the Diablo and Fari, because of the things that happened between Diablo and Fari, right? But if Kaguya clarifies that Diablo is a kissless virgin who did absolutely nothing with Fari, right, then that would clear up any misconceptions, any misunderstandings. So it must be Fumika. Did she change her mind?
何かしら、その嫌そうな顔は。
What did I fucking tell you? With a bonus appearance of Orie, the previous route, the worst route. I'm just saying this now. It's the worst round in the game. All right, because understand this. At least, if it's a bad route, I feel something over it. But when I feel nothing, that's worse than a bad route. Well, yeah, no shit. A mediocre route will always be worse than a bad route, right? Regardless of if I give a bad route I like a 2 out of 10 and a mediocre route like a 5 out of 10. If it's forgettable, then it's lower on my ranking overall.
姫様に対して、なんと不敬な。
Sorry, it's my fault. I'm really sorry if I offended you. I'm not unhappy that you're here or anything. I just have a bit of a personal situation.
もしや、お邪魔しましたか？
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
よくわからないけど、何かあるのなら、早めに切り上げればね。
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Was there something important? Something important enough for you to come all the way out here?
正気ファリについてです。調べるって言ったでしょ？
Oh, right. I do remember they were gonna try to obtain more information about her. Well, it's not like anything they have to say will change the fact that she dumped me. But I have no reason to drive them away or not listen to them after they went through all the trouble of looking into it. I suppose nothing they say can make it any worse. And it may be important if they came all the way here. Well, if you came all the way here, did you learn anything new?
はい。少し意外なことが判明しました。
Really?
実は正気は。
Huh? What? I rush out of the house. The hot summer sun bears down on me as soon as I step outside. I start sweating heavily after a short run, but I don't even care right now. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do all four. I make it to the school out of breath. How long has it been since I ran to the school like this? This is probably the first time, actually. I'm not doing 3 either. I take deep breaths and get my composure back. But no matter how much I try, it takes a while for me to calm down. Just waiting for my breath to level is frustrating. I want to go right now. And then I head into the school building.
ちょっとそこのあなた
Huh?
学院には関係者以外立ち入り禁止ですよ。
I'm a student here.
そうかとは思いましたが、夏休みといえど登校するのであれば制服の着用が必要ですよ。
I was in such a hurry that I didn't think about it. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. I forgot something in my locker. I'm sure you did. That's not a good excuse. I won't be here for too long.
気持ちはわかります。ですが、不審者と誤解をされないためにも制服はちゃんと着用をしてください。
Okay, well, there wouldn't need to be a worry about that if you weren't out here. Yes, I'm very sorry. I'll remember next time.
わかりました。もし次も忘れたら容赦はしませんからね。今回だけですよ。
Okay. Right. Is Miss Ozato here?
小里先生に何か
I wouldn't say that. It's just that, I've been consulting with her about my college selections. I finally made a decision, so I wanted to tell her about it.
ああ、なるほど。そういえば最近何度も使用していましたね。ですが残念ながら今日はもう退勤していますよ。
Oh, really? It is pretty late already. It's normal that she's done with work for the day, I suppose, but still, that's a little early. I blurt out without thinking. It's really surprising considering how busy she is with work usually. I got the impression that she always gets home really late usually. Stop saying usually. But maybe it's not as bad during summer break after all.
少し体調が悪そうでしたから。
Huh? Really? Is she sick or something?
本人は病気ではないと言っていましたが、どうにも集中できていない様子でして。仕事も全然進んでいないようでしたから、今日は早退ということで。
Oh, I see. Alright, thank you.
はい。では、今後は気をつけるように。
Excuse me. Yeah, but like, what about that thing you forgot in your locker, huh? So she didn't feel well today. Is she sick? No, maybe. It may be just wishful thinking on my part. But I want to believe. Even if it's just a glimmer of hope. I have nothing to lose at this point. I won't hesitate. Okay. I break into a sprint as soon as I leave the school building. Really? hang on. Did they...
バックログ画面だ。
Unless there is something between
線
here
を移動するぞ。
that's missing, between the two that's missing. It just... There was a fade in, but there was no fade out. Unlucky. Oh, fade out, but no fade in.
仕事が手につかないままだ。どうしよう。
I've been sighing constantly for days. And I've been holding back tears every waking moment. But...
そんな資格、私にはない。
After all, I was the one who trampled on his feelings that day.
どうしても自分の気持ちを信じきることができない。
I do love Rikun. There is no way I would have let things escalate like this otherwise. At first, I didn't really understand. He's always stood out to me. The way he always came to the rescue to help Amane when they were kids always made me smile. And even after that, I always thought of him as a cute boy. That's no lie. Back then, Riku was too young to think about love. I always saw it that way. Even when we met as teacher and student here at school, I felt the same way.
同じだったはずなんだけどな。
I learned about our past lives, and saw how much he was suffering because of it. At first, I honestly just wanted to help him. I really did, but then...
なのにいくらりっくんのためとはいえ、あんな大胆なことまでしちゃうなって。だからこそわかんないよ。あんなに大胆になっちゃうなんて自分でも想像してなかった。こんなに大きく膨らんだ気持ち、これが私だけのものなのか、正気の気持ちが混ざっちゃってるのか。順番が違えばこんなに悩むこともなかったのかな。
There's no way I can reciprocate his feelings when I'm in this state. If I stay unsure about my feelings like this, it's not gonna affect just me. I would make him worry, I would make him suffer, and I would hurt him. So this must have been the correct choice. I think it was, but still. You know what's crazy? Riku was more mature than Fumika in his confession, right? Because he's like, I know, you know, Diablo and Fari might have done things together, but I know my feelings are real, right? I know my feelings for you are real. And then Fumika is here, still thinking that it's all Fari, right? And like, isn't she meant to be the adult? Right? Isn't she meant to be the mature one in the relationship? Like, look, I understand that Riku is 18, but that doesn't change the fact that he's still in high school. You know, that's just the warning at the start of the game. He's still in high school. Thanks for the hydrate. And the stretch. I mostly agree with Fumika in the way that I can never think of myself actually doing anything sexual or falling in love. Okay, well that's different. You only care about fictional characters. Fumika cares about her own people. As in her world, Riku is not fictional. Like, what I don't understand is, okay, I can guarantee she's had these feelings for a while, but how has Riku been able to consolidate his feelings on this matter? Meanwhile, Fumika hasn't. Is it a denial thing, right? Is it because Fumika is his teacher, right? That was the excuse on the beach, right? That was the excuse as to why she didn't want to get with Riku at the beach, right? But like, you know, this isn't a critique, by the way. There's just, well, I mean, it kind of is on the character side of things, but not in the way that the writing is bad. But, you know, this is a pretty good route, and it's much better than Aurier's. So it's it's good writing, right?
もうわけわかんないよ。
I mean, okay, maybe I shouldn't have to clarify every time I'm critiquing something, but it has nothing to do with poor writing, right? Because like if you play through the game and you hear my critiques, if I'm critiquing it in the way I think I am, you should be able to distinguish between if I'm complaining about poor writing or a shitty character, right? But, you know, written purposefully to be shitty. Fumika isn't shitty, but, you know, she's written to be immature. I feel like I'm about to burst into tears again. But I need to be strong. I don't have the right to cry over my own actions. And I'm supposed to be the older one. I'm supposed to be his teacher. I can't burden him with this.
りっくんの前で泣いたりなんかできないもんね。はあ、夏休みでよかった。まだ時間はある。なんとか夏休みのうちに立て直さないと。しっかりしなきゃ。よし。
Be honest with me, considering that might possibly be just demisexual and never formed a deep bond with anyone. Do you think that someone might come along in my life? Do you think that I'll be a virgin for life and single for life? I'm just curious on what you personally think about me. I don't know why you keep asking this question like you don't know my answer. I'm wondering if you think that someone might come along in my life and I get attached if I'm demisexual / heterosexual rather than simply fictosexual. Since I do think it is possible, I might just need a very deep bond to ever actually fall in love. Do you want me to answer you do you want me to say the same thing I've said multiple times? Did you forget every time I've answered this question? I mean, clearly you're asking it again. I probably did forget. My answer is yes. Everyone has someone, right? You, as minuscule of a possibility it is, first of all, you know, you'll never find who you're looking for if you're trying to look for it. And that's the funny thing, right? Whenever you're trying to look for something, you'll never find it. You know? But the possibility will always be there. This is more of the fulfillment aspect part of me. Look, I'm just saying, for someone like you, who knows? You might grow into someone who becomes more into real life women, I guess. Not the right way of saying it, but you understand what my point. You will never be fully 100% into lollies your entire life. Right? No one can stagnate that much. But yeah. I live for contentment, and that is fiction. I just think that, you know, let's just say it's going to be a lot harder for you to find quote-unquote someone. I mean, I know you aren't looking for someone, but let's just say, I'm just saying it's going to be a lot harder if you are, if you don't go out. Right? And with me. But just like you, I'm not looking for someone. A lot of people have told me, including my mom, that a girl might just come along and be very pushy without ever leaving me alone. It would be a more domineering girl, if anything. You agree with that? Sure. You know what? Sure, I guess.
まずはご飯だ。ご飯を食べないと元気も出ない。
But as I try to suck myself up to distract from the pain in my chest, my phone rings. I'm okay. I don't sound like I was crying, do I? I answer the phone and try to keep my voice from breaking.
もしもし
Hello, Fumika. You were wrong. Good way to explain it.
ちょっと何どうしたの落ち着いて
I'm not gonna calm down. You were wrong.
違ったって何が
About our previous lives. It was all wrong. We were all wrong.
どういうこと私の前世は実は正気じゃなかったってこと
Not that. Diablo and Fari never had a sexual relationship. Fari the concubine never did anything with him. I don't know why. I mean, I guess she was called his concubine, so I guess they should have assumed that they were sexually involved, but
それってつまり
I always knew from the start.
実は正気は処女だったのよ
Huh? But she was Diablo's bride candidate. She was supposed to make an heir with him.
ええそこに間違いはないわでもファリに関しては違ったみたいなのいろいろと調べた結果正気ファリの手記が見つかったのですそこに記載されていた内容をまとめると今宵もあのお方はお愛を求めるのみだった私にできることは少ない戦でお役に立つことも女としてお役に立つこともならばせめて 心だけは癒して差し上げたい。ほんのわずかでもアリオン様の心に寄り添うことができたなら、私はお役に立てているでしょうか、アリオン様。
と正気のアリオンに対する思いが書き込まれていました。
Maybe you shouldn't mention that part to Fumika. She might think those repressed feelings for Diablo have transferred over to her, and that's why she likes Riku.
その中にアリオンと契りを結んだという記述は見当たりませんでした。手記は争いの最中だけではありません。魔王の死後書かれた箇所もありました。ですが内容は同じです。魔王とファリが結ばれたという記述はありません。
つまり正気ファリは処女だった。少なくとも魔王と肌を重ねたことはなかったはずよ。
What? But he was Diablo, right? Demon Kings make huge harems and stuff, right? Okay, well, first of all, your first assumption about his huge harem, you already know is false because because he only had one concubine. Right? So why would you think any other assumption would be correct?
魔王アリオンに限って言えば、それはないわ。
確かに当時の資料は十分ではありませんが、さすがにハーレムを作れば、選ばれた姫君についてはわかるはずです。
魔王が何を考えて、正気ファリとそういう関係にならなかったのかはわからない。でも、あの手記がある以上、魔王と正気はそういう関係ではなかった。
But, wouldn't that be well known if that was the case? Why is it such an obscure thing?
それには、いろいろと事情があるわ。
魔王アリオンについては、悪評が大きすぎるんです。ちょっとした噂話が、魔王の悪評をさらに大きくしかねません。
今回のことだって、魔王は男女の交わりよりも、ひたすら殺戮を好んだ。なんて話になりかねないでしょ？
そうやって、いつまでも魔王の影が色濃く残っているのは、国にとって大きな損害になります。
当時を調べて研究すること自体を禁止にしているわけではないんだけどね。魔王の人物像を調べて公表することについては、かなりデリケートな扱いなのよ。
Yeah.
だから、魔王の周辺に関しては情報も少ないんだけど。
手記については間違いありません。少なくとも、ファリ自身が記述したものだと確認は取れています。
I see. So that means Fumika and we didn't have that kind of relationship in our previous lives. Wait, so that means me getting hard had nothing to do with Diablo. Everything we've done is something neither of them did, or in our previous lives. The reason I got better wasn't because of memories from our past lives. It was because of you. It was because I love you. My feelings are my own. I love you so much, I don't know what to do with myself, and those feelings are mine and mine alone. I mean, you already consolidated your feelings, so this isn't new to you, you're just reinforcing them to her. And that means you're the same way.
いやでも待って、ちょっと待って。だってそれが本当だとしたら、私のこの気持ちが全部私だけのものなんだとしたら、私、とんでもなく変態なんだけど。
Yeah. Huh?
だって全く経験とかなかったのに、いくらリックの力になりたいと思ったからってあんなこと。
Yeah, you didn't even start with a handy. You went straight to a blowjob.
舐めて加えてピュッピュさせて、待つさえ最後まで。あんな大胆なことを全部私が望んでたってことになるよね。前世とか関係なくて、私が私、変態すぎる。
Yeah, but like, you already knew that. You were just in denial.
違うんだよ。私普段
I understand. You don't need to freak out. That's why it made me so happy to know you had those feelings for me. And I thought long and hard about it. Get it? This is how I honestly feel. There's nothing about my feelings that's been influenced by Diablo or anything. Well, that part is true. I was confused at first, but now I can say this with confidence. Fumika, I can tell she's holding her breath on the other end. And then...
あ、チャイム。ごめん、リック。誰か来たみたいで。ちょっとだけ待ってて。
I hear the sound of her steps going to the door. And just as she opens it...
リック?
Fucking finally! It took how long before we finally got a CG? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. There was only one CG for Aurier's route too, but like, Jesus Christ. The only silver lining though, compared to Kika's route, which is also a side character route, compared to Kika's route, I at least had something I could use as a thumbnail. I love you.
リック、なんでここに？この通話って。
I found a girl I love, just like you told me to. And I came to let her know about my feelings. I take a deep breath and look into her eyes. No matter how embarrassing it is, I need to show her I'm serious. I love you, Fumika.
リック。でも私は自分のことを信じきれなくて、リックにひどいこと。
I don't want to hear excuses right now. I want to hear your answer.
私もリックのことが好きだよ。
You said the same at the beach, though.
言ってない。あの時はリックのことは好きだったはずだよ。でも今の私はリックのことが好きだもん。好き。私も好き。君が好き。幼馴染とか仲のいい男の子とかじゃなくて、一人の男の人として好き。心から大好き。
Fumika.
ごめんね。海ではあんなこと言っちゃって、自分のこと信じられなくて。でもね、やっぱり私は君が好きだった。この痛みも苦しさも、それに嬉しさも、全部私の気持ち。私だけの気持ちだった。ようやくそれが分かった。だから改めて言うね。私、小里文香はあなたのことが大好きです。
I love you too. I love you so much.
ありがとう。嬉しい。嬉しすぎて、なんかもうすごくもう爆発しちゃいそうなくらい。
I feel the same. Actually, I'm sorry. Hearing you say that, I can't hold back any longer. I just can't wait anymore.
リック。
I enter the room and close the door. Fumika shows no intention of refusing me.
リック。
Okay, I get it. Close her lips with mine before she can even finish.
リック、私。
At first, we share a light kiss, but Fumika becomes more assertive in no time. I can tell how she feels just from that. I want to make her feel so good. All of her doubts melt away. You're mine. I take off her pants without a shred of doubt. And guided by instinct, I kneel and slip my head between her legs. Well, that's where the credits would have been, unfortunately. And I feel a little strange as I wake up. I wonder why. But I realize as soon as I open my eyes, oh, right, this isn't my room. I wake up in a considerably nicer smelling bed. This is the happiest I've ever felt after waking up in my life.
おはよ
Good morning,
う。
Fumika.
なんだか新鮮というか、久々だな。朝の挨拶なんて。
Don't they greet you when you go to work?
そういうビジネス的なのじゃなくて、プライベートっていうか、親密なやつ？
I see. You do live on your own. And I have Mom and Mane there every morning.
あれ？おじさんは？
He's already at work by the time I wake up. We don't get to see each other much these days.
相変わらず忙しそうだね。こういう一人暮らしの寂しさは、ニックンもいずれわかるよ。
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to see him when he doesn't have a sprite, so like, I don't know about that. I might not get to live on my own like that.
そうなの？
If I were to leave that house, I'd have to go live with you, right?
それは、どうだろうな。
Yeah, and that'd be kind of awkward if he's still going to school. Huh? Why?
だってりっくん、私を全然休ませてくれないし、睡眠不足になるのはちょっとな。
Well, I do agree I should calm down a little. I'm sure I'll mellow out. We ended up going at it all night. Not even I knew I could do that. I could go that hard. I'm sorry.
嘘嘘。あ、睡眠不足が困るっていうのは割と本音なんだけど。
Yeah, but you were pulling on something else all night last. Never mind.
でも、嫌ってわけじゃないから。むしろ、もうちょっと私も、いろいろりっくんと経験してみたいって思っちゃってるんだよね。
Really?
ほら、最初にフェラの勉強をしてる時にいろいろと見ちゃったから。いろんな気持ちよくなる方法っていうの、こう体勢とか手の動きとかあるわけじゃない？そういうのをもっと試してみたいなとか。ごめんね、変なこと言ってごめんね。私ってやっぱりとんでもなく変態だよね。
I don't think so, to be honest. I was thinking the same thing.
本当？適当に言ってない？
I mean, maybe. Not at all. I mean it.
そっか。じゃあ、いろいろ挑戦しちゃおっか。
Yes. Yes.
と言っても、また今度ね。仕事しなきゃ。ここのところ進捗が良くなかったから、今日は頑張らないと。
You mean...
大丈夫。もう平気だから。むしろ、今日は仕事がはかどりそう。さてと、朝ごはんにしよっか。
Well, let's just hope that... Let's just hope you can put your back into it after he blew it out last night.
りっくんもお腹空いてるでしょ？コーヒーでいい？紅茶もあるけど。
I'll go with whatever you want.
そう？なら、今日は紅茶にしておこうかな。あ、カップバラバラになっちゃうね。この部屋にお客さんを呼ぶこともなかったから。
Yeah, well, now you have a boyfriend, so you should be. So don't be surprised if he visits you more often now. Then, mind if I bring my tableware?
その分スペース空けなきゃね。
We laugh and eat breakfast together. Never in my life did I imagine I could feel such bliss from spending the morning together. This is a sort of new chapter for the two of us. This is the start of a new chapter for the two of us. Not as childhood friends, or as teacher and student. The start of our lives as a couple. Just thinking about it fills my heart with joy. Hey,
何？
let's be happy together.
こちらこそ。
I can see a beautiful smile every day from now on. But even so, I can't take my eyes off her for even a moment. I love you.
私も大好き。天使創造リブート。
Very cute. For a very short route like that, I am confused on the length. Confused as in I'm trying to compare it to Oreos, and you know, obviously when it comes down to the time between the CG and the epilogue, there was a lot more time in Oreo's route, so it makes me feel like Oreo's route was longer. And you know, I'm not very sure. I'd kind of have to compare the VOD lengths, right? The total length of the VODs. But this is not only the first time I'm doing this weird kind of double recording where I've got one recording for the YouTube where I remove everything that indicates that this is a stream, well, except for here and at the start, and you know, just record the base game with my voice. And you know, I don't know how this is gonna go, especially since I still haven't started uploading Oreo's route yet, so you know, it's gonna take a while before I actually get to posting Fumiko's route, and only then will I be able to find out, you know, how it works, how it to see people's reactions to it. But you know, I guess it provides a different experience, right? One that doesn't have the Twitch chat or the model or me talking to the chat. But you know, that's enough about the technical side of things. This was a good route. Compared to Oreo's route, it was much better. But compared to Amane's route or Noah's route, I wanted more. And I mean, that's purely because this is a side character route, right? If this was a main character route, I could see Fumiko's route being on the better side, right? Compared to Oreo's, where I was glad it was finished. Because, you know, the main thing with this route is the conflict between, you know, the relationship of Riku and Fumika being student and teacher, and the evolving relationship of them slowly wanting to become a couple. Right? And I would say they executed it well. Right? The you know, the whole start of the route where they are slowly developing their feelings for each other, and the middle part where, well, we only we really only get Riku's side of the realization that he's in love with Fumika, right? It's subtler with Fumika, but you can very clearly see Fumika wouldn't have, sucked him off or let him or had sex with him if she obviously didn't like him, right? And then we got to the conflict, right, of Fumika being in denial, right, using the excuse that she only feels this way towards Riku because of Fari, or she's only doing the things she's doing because of Fari, right? Where we clearly see, we finally get her perspective on it, where she is extremely distraught over the fact that she had to reject Riku, right? And there was a really good scene, right? Could it have been a better scene if there was more build up to it? Yes. If they let that distraught emotion linger sort of in the player, that would have served for a better, more satisfying confession scene. But for a side character route, it did its job. And I hate that this is the most concise I've been in a review of a route ever. But what can I say? I love Fumika. And now I guess we have to prank her. Where she stands now, I would say, because look, here's the thing, right? Her route isn't better than Amane's, but in terms of character, I like her more. I mean, I do, right? I love me my teacher characters. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a follow would be appreciated. Or I guess this is for YouTube specifically. So a subscribe would be appreciated. And if you want to support me even further, you could always go over to my Twitch and follow. But yeah. Next route will be Kaguya's. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.